So I popped into a discussion recently where somebody was asking, how do I track traffic that comes from my Google My Business listing and clicks over and comes to my actual website? Obviously, Google My Business has its own tracking that Google provides gives you a little bit of insight. It's actually called Insights section on the Google My Business page. Tells you a little bit about what people are doing, how they're interacting with the Google My Business. But if you want to be able to actually track the visitors that come specifically from Google My Business to your website and what they do they convert into a lead or a customer? Do they buy something? It's really easy to set up. And I was surprised how many people didn't know how to do this and how many people weren't doing this. So I thought I'd shoot a quick video here. I'm going to show you the easiest way to do this. It takes about 2 minutes to set up, and we're going to do it using UTM codes. If you're not familiar with UTM codes, you've probably seen a ton of them and just didn't realize what they were. UTM codes are when you see a URL like this, and then you see a question mark at the end of it, and you see a big long string of code after that. And what that is, that's the UTM code. It's a tracking code. It lets you know, I'm going to show you how you can see inside analytics then. It'll track where those visitors came from. So I'm going to use my own website. I took out the UTM tracking so that I could go back and redo it so we could use it as an example here. First place we're going to go is Google. Actually, to make this even easier, they provide it's a URL builder, campaign URL builder that you can use to create the tracking codes really easy. All you do is you put in your website URL right here, and then there's 3 things that you're going to need to fill out, and there's a couple optional ones. So campaign source, we're going to call it local. The medium is going to be organic because it's still organic search traffic. And campaign name, we're going to call it GMB for Google My Business. And those are the things that you have to fill out. And then it generates the link right here for you. So you copy the URL. And then we're going to go into our Google My Business page, and we're going to go to the info section and scroll down to the website. And we're going to replace this URL with this one, the one that we just built. You hit apply. And when you update these, it's a little different than updating other information on your Google My Business page. When I've done these for clients in my own site, it'll say under review, but it usually goes live almost instantly. So what we're going to do then is we're going to go into a new tab, and we're going to do a search for the business. And there we are. Showed up number 1 locally. And if I hover over the website link, you can see at the very bottom of the browser tab that at the bottom of the browser you can see the UTM code is showing up behind my URL. So if I click on that now, website, the link, it takes me to the site. If I go into analytics, it pops up here as a real-time visitor. If we look at traffic sources, right there you can see organic, source local. Inside the acquisition, if you start looking at campaigns or traffic sources, you'll find this in there. It's not going to show up right now because Google Analytics takes a few hours, even sometimes a day, until it shows traffic accurately, but you can see it in the real-time view. It's showing up that way. Now, I mentioned that there's these optional fields here that you can use. What I use these for is, let's say you have a business that has multiple locations, so you want to break this down even further. So let's say I had a location in York. I would put that in here, and it's going to add in that term there. Then let's say I also have another location in county next door in Lancaster. Put that in here. This would be the URL then that I'd want to use on my Google My Business page for Lancaster. And then whatever other locations, you just keep switching that, and you put those URLs into those Google My Business pages, and it lets you break it down further, that not just traffic you're getting from Google My Business, but the traffic you're getting from individual Google My Business pages, each of your location pages then. And that's all there is to it. It's that simple. I'll put a link to this campaign URL builder in the video description so you can go to it. If you do a search for Google campaign URL builder, it should be the first result. but I'll put a link in the description for you.